half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going up? Oh me, oh my, would you look at my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive.
With a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, had way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't think twice.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Miami Dolphins. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Miami. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. On play action, now McCarthy. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Open man is Bonner, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Open man, that's Felton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Okay, break. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Cowboy 80.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. You look at this defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Coca 19. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check out.
Here's McCarthy. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down, Minnesota.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
Ready. 60 is ready.
Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught by Addison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Go track. Go track. Ready. 70 go.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Brandon, To me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now HN on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Dolphins at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 8. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Luke Musgrave, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player.
Jordan Brooks with it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Luke Musgrave, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
19,
Throwing is McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. McCarthy operating from the gun. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so.
Through the middle of the field. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 95 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
To the air with McCarthy.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up a throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A gain of 32 that time.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Cowboy 80.
Option handoff now to Achane.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Viking 18. Viking 18.
Back to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. and that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achan.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achan,
A 5-yard touchdown.
and the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me more than I don't face. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.